What are integers? Well, I'm going to write some integers in this circle here, and I'm going to write numbers that aren't integers over here. And I want you to figure out what I mean when I say integers. So here are some examples. 3, 7, 2, 25, 38, 112, 1016. Now, here are some examples of numbers that are not integers. 6.3, 5.2, 106.95, 32.03, 7.8. Now, I reckon you've probably figured this out now, haven't you? All we mean by integers are whole numbers. These are numbers that do not have any decimal places in them. They are all whole numbers. Non-integers have decimal places. So 106.95 or 7.8. So integers are essentially just whole numbers. Let's have a look at a question. What is 4,304,512 in figures? Now, this word here, figures, might confuse you a little bit, and they use this in exam questions to try and confuse you. Well, actually, figures just is another word for numbers. So essentially, this question is asking us to write out this very long number, and we're going to use this, our place value chart, to help us out. Now, we're going to start with the biggest part of the number. So firstly, we have 4 million. So that means a 4 needs to go in the millions column. Then we have 304,000. So look, 304,000. So the 3 goes in the hundreds of thousands. But it's 304,000. So we don't put a 4 here. The 4 is actually going to go here. But I can't leave anything blank. I need to put a placeholder in. A placeholder is simply 0. Let's keep going with the number. 512. So 512. Now, if we want to write that number out, what we can do is place some little commas here. We place commas going from the back right here after every 3. It's just easier to read numbers that way. So we'll finally write our number out. 4,304,512. And look, nicely separated with commas, so it just makes it easier to recognise and read the number. What is this number in words? Notice how I'm not going to read it out to you. But what I will do is write it into our place value chart. And then you're going to try and write out all of the words, just like in the question before. So I'm going to write this out for you. There's a 3 there, a 6 there, 7 there, 0 there, 9, 1. So this place value chart should help you to write out this number in words. So pause the video, and when you come back, I'll show you the answer. Best of luck. Very well done if you wrote down 367,091. Write down the value of the 5 in the number 6,592. So we care about the number 5. Now it's when you need to know your place value. So these are our units, tens, and hundreds. Now there are actually 2 answers you could write in the exam. As the 5 is in the hundreds column, you could write down 500. I'd like you to try and tell me then the value of the 2 in this number here. I'll highlight the 2 for you. So what column is that 2 in? Pause the video, and when you come back, I'll show you the answer. Hopefully you wrote down 2000. Now, you're lucky, because in an exam, you can actually give slightly different answers and still get all of the marks. So in the first question, we wrote down 500. Now, you could write 500 in words, but you could also give the answer hundreds, because the 5 is in the hundreds column. And likewise, for the bottom question, you could write thousands, because the 2 is in the thousands column. I think it's much safer, though, to just write the actual number out. Using the following 5 digits, and here they are here, what is the largest 2-digit number that can be made with 2 of the digits? So the largest 2-digit number. So I want you to think, how can you make the biggest number possible with just 2 of these? So pause the video and write down what you think that number would be. When you come back, I'll give you the correct answer. Well, hopefully you wrote 96. The reason being, if we want to make the largest 2-digit number, well, we may as well start with the largest number. Well, that's 9. And the second largest number is 6. So the largest 2-digit number we can make is 96. I could see why you might have written down 99, but the problem is there's only one 9 in this table, so 99 isn't going to work. Question B. Write down the 4-digit number closest to 3,000. So, this is a 4-digit number, and it has to be as close as possible to 3,000. So, I want you to pause the video and have a real good think about this. I want you to give me a 4-digit number made up of these. You can use that 9 again now, that 9's fine. 4-digit number that's closest to 3,000. So pause the video, and when you come back, I'll give you the answer. Now, very well done if you got the answer 2,963. That's the closest 4-digit number. Now, I can see why you might have wanted to start with a 3. Well, if we go down that road, we'd have 3,126. But look, this number here is 126 away from 3,000, whereas this number here is only 37 away. So this blue number is very much the closest. So 3,126 is too far away. Very well done if you got that right. And remember, in these types of questions, it's really important to read the question properly. How many digits do they want your number to be?